So we created this tool, which we use before we launch anything, to give us a realistic look at, like, if we launch this funnel, okay, how much money can we make, right, before we even get started.
Right.
All right. Now, we're taking into account that you've got a good product, right? Because if your product sucks, it doesn't matter if Jesus was, like, created it, okay? Jesus probably doesn't create bad products, but you get the point.
Yeah.
It's a bad product or service, you're not going to make money regardless if you know the coordinates of the math.
Right.
So step number one is, like, what does it cost? And we're speaking to you advertisers out there. What does it cost to get one person to click on your ad to land on your page? So this calculator,
start with a 3-step funnel?
Yeah, let's start with the 3-step funnel.
Okay.
All right.
Price point, do like what, 300?
We'll say, no, let's just say the clicks are $2 a click. Let's put that in.
Well, for the product price, just for the calculator.
Okay, so the product price, let's say a $500 product. That's for fun.
Okay. And then $2.
$2 is the average cost per click. Actually, I've heard it's gone up, but let's just leave it at $2. That means if you send 100 people at $2 a click, that's $200.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do is, let's say you're spending $100.
Okay, so total ad cost.
No, let's say $100 a day times 30 is $3,000 a month. So go ahead and put $3,000 for total ad spend.
Okay.
All right. Now, as you go down the calculator, all right, on average on the brick wall funnel, 20% opt-in. Well, let's just be generous. And let's say, because I know there's a guy out there watching right now, I get 30%.
Okay.
So let's just do it for that guy, even though the average is 20.
We'll keep it at 30.
Let's do 30%.
Okay.
Right? Now, this is standard numbers. On average, 35% will watch the video, whether it's live or evergreen. So put 35% watch the webinar VSL.
Yep, got that.
And let's just go, it's normally 2 to 3% will click and buy. So let's just put it at 5%. Let's just go high. Oh, everything's higher than average.
All right, we'll go higher.
5%.
5%, okay.
All right, so what's the numbers in terms of revenue and leads and all that right there?
All right, so for the standard 3-step funnel, in terms of the traffic, you drove 1,500 people. And in terms of sales, 8 sales.
How many people saw the presentation?
So 1,500.
No, saw the brick wall page or opted in?
Saw the brick wall page.
Was how many?
1,500.
Yeah, so how many people saw the presentation?
Oh, okay. 450 opted in, and then 158 watched the webinar VSL.
So let's just take that for example.
Yeah.
Before we move forward. And this is what I want to get at here in terms of understanding the math and the numbers. Like, we know the numbers. Like, I've written that formula down. We've done ad slapping stuff. If you look at our last episode, people know the math in terms of the percentages, but they aren't looking at the actual numbers, right? Because if you want to make more money, okay, the amount of money you make is in direct proportion to the number of offers you make.
Right.
Right? So if you have a product and you sell your product to 10 people, and I have a product, the same product, and we're selling it the same way, and I sell it to 1,000 people, I'm going to make more money.
Yeah.
Right? Because more people saw what I had to sell. So what we're doing right now is, how do we guarantee profitability? So how many people saw the presentation?
For the traditional.
So not percentage that opted in saw it, right? 35% are going to watch. So what's that number?
158 saw the webinar or the VSL.
Okay. So 158 saw it. And how many people clicked?
How many people?
Clicked.
1,500.
So just to say that out loud. Let's sit in that for a second.
1,500 people
clicked.
Just got to
the page.
Yeah.
And 158, this is over a month, saw what you have to sell. And we're saying this assuming that they gave you the real email address, right? Because a lot of those people don't give you the real email address.
They're just probably opting out of curiosity.
Curiosity and like clicking
on
off.
the other side, yeah.
Right? So of the people that saw, we put it at 5%. And by the way, this is 30%. This is high numbers. Normally it's 20% opt-in, so it'd be even less. 5% buy, what's that number?
So that's 8 sales.
8 sales.
And the cost per sale is $375.
So this is, again, getting into the math. So $375 is the cost per sale.
Per sale.
So let's go through the math. What's the revenue on that?
So the revenue is $4,000. Cost, of course, is the $3,000 ad spend. And profit is $1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000. Yeah.
this is why I think we can stop the video right now. This is why most people don't run profitable businesses.